The Walnut Creek Extension District, a division of K-State Research and Extension, covering Rush, Ness, and Lane counties, here's Insight with Extension.
It is almost that time of year to start considering garden cleanup. A favorite fall activity for many gardeners is preparing the garden soil. Fall soil preparation gives folks the jump start on spring planting as soil is ready, except for a small amount of raking. If there are areas of the garden that are done producing, chop and shred residue in preparation for tilling. If soils are wet, wait a few days so the soil is no longer muddy. Tilling in residue allows plant material to decompose and helps reduce insect and disease problems for the next year. Spading or tilling the soil in the fall allows for the winter conditions of freezing and thawing to naturally break the soil into its particles. This results in a crumbly state desirable for spring planting. Soil is often damp or wet in the spring, which makes deep spading more difficult. Tilling soil in the spring that is too wet will make clods. Clods are extremely difficult to break down into that crumb state, ideal for planting. Wet soil tilled in the fall will still break apart over the winter, leaving a nice texture for planting. As a rule of thumb, soil should never be worked while it is wet, as it will destroy some of the physical properties. Fall tilling also allows for the addition of organic matter such as compost or other materials. If you have freshly raked leaves, directly apply them to the soil. Normally, a 2 to 4 inch layer of shredded leaves can be composted naturally into the soil over the winter. Spread the leaves over the garden and spade into the soil as deeply as possible. Fall tillage is also a good time to take a soil test. Additions of phosphorus and potassium can be worked into the soil, as well as materials to adjust the soil pH if needed. If these nutrients are not worked into the soil, they provide little benefit. To take a soil test, collect small samples from around the garden, about 6 inches deep. Mix these random samples together. At least 1 cup is needed for the actual test. Sample bags for the K-State Soil Lab are available at your local Extension office. You have been listening to Insight with Extension. This is Chris Long with the Walnut Creek Extension District, covering Rush, Ness, and Lane counties.
Insight with Extension on My Country 93.5.